Hello, Muses. Welcome to day 3 of the 12 Days of Yule challenge. I am back. And I'm back in my office, as you can see. Got my little Yule pig up here. But today we are going to the challenge for today is reflect on the last year of your practice. And if you're new to this channel or you just found me today, this challenge 12 days of Yule comes from Ivy the Occultist. I love, love, love her channel. I watch every video. I found her recently and I'm going back over all of her old videos. Absolutely love them. And I will leave a link to her channel below. And if you are a witchy content provider and you want to get in on this 12 days of Yule challenge, it is not too late. Just go to Ivy the Occultist and look at her list of what to talk about every day, and just put the hashtag 12 days of Yule, 12 the number not spelled out. I have to say that because as a writer we're told to spell every spell out all of the numbers, when we write. So it is the number 12 days of Yule hashtag. Okay, so today I am reflecting on the last year of my practice. Yeah. Next year, I'm really going to try to be a more put together, uh, organized witch. My practice up until now has just been really haphazard. I mean, I've only been doing this for 4 years now, so I am still new. I started out, my sister was teaching me, and she is a Wiccan high priestess, so all of her training has been in Wicca, and I've kind of, the last couple of years, kind of went away from that, although I absolutely love rituals. I love having the rituals, but I don't like having rules. Excuse me. Being raised in a Christian fundamentalist cult, there was a rule for literally everything in your life. You couldn't breathe. It wasn't. Everything was regimented, and there was a rule for everything, and that is not how I want my practice to be. That's not how I want my life to be. So I just kind of, I call myself an eclectic Celtic witch, but Buddhism really resonates with me also, so I just kind of take whatever resonates with me and I use it in my practice. And so that's what I've been doing the last couple of years, especially this past year. I was so happy to find Ivy the Occultist, Ivy's channel, because she just opened my mind to all kinds of possibilities, you guys. I feel like I'm coming out of the beginning witch phase of my practice, and I'm getting into more intermediate things, and I want to add more things, and I am so like hungry for knowledge and new experiences, and it really, watching her videos has ignited a excitement about my practice that I kind of lost. You know how when you first get into witchcraft and you're so excited about it and you just want to do everything and know all the stuff. This last couple of years just kind of dwindled because I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere, and I wasn't connecting with energy the way I should, and I was really pushing it instead of letting it flow. So I think that's what I learned. A big lesson that I learned this year was to stop forcing things, stop pushing things. I wanted so bad to be a spirit medium. I wanted so bad to be a channeler. I wanted so bad to be that powerful witch that just knows everything and I could just help everybody. And forcing it doesn't work. And I, from just getting into this 4 years ago and just leaving the cult in 2016, so what is that, 7 years ago, I don't have years or decades of knowledge, which a lot of practitioners have that behind them. I don't have that. I only have a couple of years, and I turned 55 this year, I feel like I've been feeling like I have to make up time. Like I'm so behind. I should have found this as a teenager. I have deep regrets that I wasn't allowed as a child to experience intuition and experience nature in the way I wanted to experience it. Yes, I spent a lot of time by myself on the bluffs of Southern California overlooking the Pacific Ocean. I spent a ton of time just by myself wandering around in the dry riverbeds. Nature was my thing, and I wish I would have been able to explore that more without a feeling of disconnect. Because if I connected to anything, well, that's the devil, and the demons are going to possess you. And I had that fear. I had that deep down fear was instilled in me since birth. And so now I feel like I have so much time to make up, because I'm already in midlife and I just want to know all this knowledge. But a very important lesson that I learned this year was to stop forcing it. Because it's never going to happen when you're approaching anything in a place of fear or lack, or I'm running out of time, or anything like that. My energy will not be able to manifest what I want coming from that place of want. So what I've learned this year is just to stop forcing it, go with the flow. I keep thinking of the one of my tarot decks. I don't use it because it's kind of, I'm still using the Rider-Waite. I feel connected to that, and it's easier to read. But I really love art, you guys. I really love art, and I can't even remember what this tarot deck was called. It's up there somewhere. But one of the, I know it was in one of the cups suits, but it had these two beautiful goldfish. They must have been like koi fish, and they were just floating together, and their long fins were going with the flow of the water. And I've like taken that image up for me for really the past, I don't know, 6 months, the last half of this year, as my motto for life, for everything. Manifesting during my meditations. Just stop forcing it. The universe knows what I need when I need it. My inner energy, my higher self, knows what I need when I need it, and it will come in time when I'm ready. My job is to build the foundation. So I have been concentrating. I ordered when I found Ivy's channel, and I'm going back through all of her videos, and she has a ton of videos about book recommendations. And so I have, much to my husband's dismay, because I've got this one that's being filled up, and this is my new one. I've got 3 more over here that just like this that are filled up, and I've got a ton of books. But I went and I ordered a bunch more. I've got a whole bunch of the beginning witchcraft books, but I feel like now I'm ready to add a little bit more to my foundation. I want a good solid foundation for my magic practice. And so I've been this week I started, but this is a big thick one, planetary magic. I'm already getting my annotated tabs and stuff in here, and I'm really excited. I'm like still on the first chapter, so I haven't gotten very far, but I am really excited to get into this book, and I've got a ton more that I'm really hungry to get into, and really get into the meat and the potatoes, and that's such a weird thing. Really get into the root of these practices, and why the energy works this way, and how it feels inside of me, how it feels inside of my body. I've been so disconnected from anything from my body for my entire life, and the last couple of months I've been doing a lot of shadow work and having all kinds of downloads. Well, they're called downloads in the New Age. I hate calling it New Age because it's not new. It's very old, but downloads or epiphanies from my higher self or the universe, whatever you want to call it. I've been getting a ton of those the last couple of months. Things have just been becoming clearer. I have increased my meditation times. The other day I meditated for almost 2 hours. I have so much that I want to learn, and I feel that need for deep connection on a soul level to everything, to my trees outside, to my land spirits, to just my energy centers. Recently, the last couple of months, I've been working on my throat chakra, which was heavily damaged, of course, from my upbringing. And I feel much better about that. And I've now moved on to my sacral chakra. You can see I've got my orange sweater and my orange makeup. You got my little golden earrings. I'm really trying to tune in and to heal heavily damaged sacral energy. That's when I did that too. I started that the first day, the other day. I started that, did that 2-hour meditation, and I can tell you that I had felt an energy that I had never felt before. Such a deep connection to my energy centers and to my body and to the universe. It was really moving. So that's where I've been this year with my practice. I've been like the first year, and it's tough during spring and summer because I'm also trying to do the homestead thing, and that is a busy time of year when you're planting, and then during the summer you're tending the garden, and then the harvest season comes and you've got to process all this food that you've grown. And I'm next year I'm taking things in I'm taking my life in a different direction. I am still going to be trying to grow as much of my own food as I can because the food system is broken in this country, and I don't want to partake in it as much as possible. But I'm going to not push myself as much. I mean, there's only so much you can do on 3 acres on the side of a hill without help. Like, my husband helps me, of course, Richard helps me, but he's also working. He's got his shop outside, and he's working full-time in that. And we're getting older, so there's not, we don't have a lot of energy, physical energy to expend in this endeavor. However, eating as cleanly as possible is super important to me. And where I live in southern Indiana, it's not, health and eating cleanly and stuff like that is not a priority at all around here. So I don't have a lot of access to other homesteaders really, or just really networks of clean food and information. So I'm rethinking how I'm going to be doing this in the future, but I'm not going to be killing myself, because my magical practice is also extremely important to me, and getting myself right and feeling connected is the source of everything, and that's the foundation of my life. And I need to be more organized with it and be more planned with it. I felt the pressure of I let another new moon go and I didn't do a spell, or I let another Sabbath go and I didn't do a ritual. And I'm not going to push myself that way anymore. I need to find my rhythm, find where I belong in this world, and just go with the flow. And that's what I've learned in the past year, reflecting with my practice. And I feel that next year I will be more powerful in myself. My confidence will be stronger, and I feel like I should be able to master some of these spells and things that have so far just gone through my fingers because I wasn't in the right place. You guys, it's been 7 years now, and I'm still in weekly therapy from growing up in a cult and staying there almost my whole adult life. So I'm still doing a lot of shadow work, and I'm just now feeling like I'm in a place that I can start to take my magic seriously, start to, I don't know, have any confidence. I mean, I'm sure you guys remember your first spell that you ever cast, and how nervous you were, and how you were thinking, maybe it was just me, but I'm sure it's not, how you were thinking, well, how do I know if this even works? Because I am such a skeptic because of where I came from. I mean, being indoctrinated from the womb in a cult, a Christian fundamentalist cult, and then finding out at the age of 48 that it was an entire lie. Everything, your life was an entire lie. Everything you believed in was one big fat lie. So I am super cautious and super skeptical about anything now, and so I think that's kind of a block to some things, I think. But I also think that it was something, I mean, I came down here to learn that. I chose that. I chose to be born to those parents. I chose to be born into that cult. I chose to stay for 48 years because I needed that experience. I needed those lessons in time, this lifetime. So where was I going with that? I think that skepticism is healthy. It just makes me have to work harder and be more serious about my practice, and really dive deep into knowledge, in books like these, and more challenging books that I haven't gotten into yet, but I have them on my shelf ready to read. It challenges me to ask more questions, to dig deeper within myself, to examine my higher self, examine things more closely, and to really reject the fluffy woo-woo things that really don't make any sense. Um, so that's where I am. I'm sorry. Well, this ran way longer than I thought it was going to be. It was just going to be a short one. But anytime you're reflecting, it usually takes a while, especially when you're reflecting on something that's so deep and personal to you. So anyway, that's where I have been with my practice. Also, something that one of the things that Ivy talked about on one of her videos, um, a suggestion. I can't even remember exactly what it was, but taking like one herb or one crystal and working with that and meditating with that herb or crystal or whatever it is for a month and really getting to know that plant ally or that crystal ally, really getting to know it on a personal level and what it does without paying attention to, at least at first, what the books say the correspondences are. What does it mean to you? What is your spirit, your plant ally telling you in your meditations? And so I've been doing that. I've gone through 2 or 3 so far. It takes me a while. I'm very slow with this, but that I also connecting with those plant allies has bolstered my confidence in myself. And so that was another thing. I've got so much. I mean, this is lifetimes worth of information that we could gather, lifetimes of experiences that we can have here on this earth with our land spirits and our plant allies and I haven't even gotten into ancestors or anything like that yet. So I am very excited about the new year to come and where my practice is going. But this past year is where I've come so far, where my practice is so far, and I'm really grateful. I'm grateful for the insights that I've gained, especially in the last 4 or 5 months. I have so much gratitude, and I am so thankful for the universe and for my higher self to open up my mind and my energy to see where I need to go and see the things that I need to gain knowledge in and the path that I need to go. I'm just very, very, very grateful because I feel like I've been just walking around in the dark and the light has been turned on now. So that's where I am with my practice this last year. If you've watched this long into this video, I thank you. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful that you're here. If you have not already, please, please, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. And go to other witchy content providers. Put in the hashtag 12 days of Yule and check out their content. Go to Ivy the Occultist. Check out her content. I swear, you guys, you'll be blown away by all the information she has. And she's just a cool person. I love her so much. So happy Yule, you guys. Blessed winter solstice. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.